My name is Joseph Anderson, and this is RM University's 90-Day Jumpstart program. Today is day 80, and today I want to talk to you about selecting an eternal companion. Now, I understand many of you just got home, and you're probably not ready to select an eternal companion. But I think these things are really important to think about. How do you know? I mean, we're taught from the time we're children that this is the most important decision you're ever going to make. And by the way, they say don't screw it up. Don't make the wrong decision or it's gonna affect you not just for this life, but for eternity. Talk about pressure. I believe Heavenly Father really does want us to be happy. And He's going to let us make our choice. But I also believe that He's going to help us a lot. That He's going to lead us. He's going to guide us. As I talked about before, you're going to have little tender mercies and breadcrumbs that show you that that actually is a really excellent choice. And sometimes you're going to get the answer yes. Other times you're going to get the answer no. And other times you're going to get the answer, you got to make your own decision. You know, this would be a pretty good choice, but you got to make your own choice. Now, I also want to speak to another thing that I think I struggled with when I got back. What if Heavenly Father tells me that I need to marry this person that I'm not interested in? Now that I've been home for a long time, I've realized that doesn't happen. Heavenly Father hasn't. I've had other people tell me that this individual that I wasn't fond of was the person that I was supposed to marry, but that wasn't who I wanted to marry. And that wasn't what Heavenly Father wanted for me, and I knew that. So I believe Heavenly Father will help you make this decision. But, so first of all, like we talked about before, you find someone you like. You find someone you enjoy, and then once you start courting them, see them in all aspects of life. See them at their best, see them at their worst. One recommendation I heard before was to have an entire long day date with them. And if you can stand them for a day, then that's a pretty good sign. And if you can't just stand them, but if you just love spending that much time with them, that's even better. One thing I also want to caution on is there can be some people that have very, very strong personalities. And they can this generally happens more to the girls. They can come to you and say, hey, Heavenly Father told me that you're supposed to marry me. I was listening to the book by Steve Young, Behind the Spiral, and he talks about in there how countless parents of their daughters, he told Steve Young that was the person for him. I mean, it's absurd what some people do. So don't listen. If it is the right person for you, Heavenly Father will let you know. As I said, He'll let you make your choice. But He'll tell you. And I know from firsthand experience of what it's like to be with somebody and have Heavenly Father say no. And I understand there's a lot of pain around that. And there's a lot of crying and more crying and it's sad. It's hard. But also it was the best thing for me in my life. And Heavenly Father will help you. And if you're going the wrong direction, as long as you're open to the Spirit, He will tell you. Now granted, if you're having really long makeout sessions with the person that you're interested in, it's going to be really hard to listen to the Spirit. So make sure that you're open to listening to the Spirit. And make sure it's what you want, not what your parents want. Not, most of us don't live in the day and ages of arranged marriages anymore. Not what your bishop wants for you, not what anybody else wants for you. This is your choice. You are the person that's going to have to live with this person for the rest of your life / eternity. Remember that. And anytime somebody recommends somebody that you really don't enjoy, you can tell them that. Say, I'm going to live with this person for eternity / this earth life. And that person doesn't suit me. That's okay. But most importantly, this is one of those decisions I would definitely do a lot of fasting and prayer about. And Heavenly Father will lead you. And He'll guide you in miraculous ways. I believe the Spirit, it speaks specifically to each of us. Some people, they feel something. Other people, it's experiences. Other people, it's things that happen. I mean, there's so many different ways that the Spirit can speak to us. So pay close attention to that part. But remember, nobody can force you to marry anyone. And if somebody comes and says to you, or even gives, if they're giving you a priest of blessing and they tell you in that blessing you're supposed to marry you, it doesn't work. So remember, you get to make your choice and you get to live with your choice. And yes, I have heard of those last two things happening. It's okay. You get to make your choice. You get to live with your choice. So today, what I want you to do is just kind of reflect on a few of the things that I've said and just mainly remember that, or better yet, write down how you feel the Spirit speaks to you and how you feel that the Spirit will help you to know the best choice for you. So once again, my name is Joseph Anderson. This is RM University. Have an awesome day.